Hey everybody, what's up? So today I'm going to do the long overdue tutorial on advanced skin softening. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up any photo, preferably of a person, because obviously we're going to be working on a human being. This is my picture I've already selected, and I've already done minor like blemish, erasing blemishes and bumps and that kind of stuff, so it would take a lot longer if I included that part in the video. So we're just going to start from, you've already cleaned up your image and are ready to put the final touches on your image. So I've already done this, and I'll show you, obviously the one I'm going to do for the demo I'm not going to spend a lot of time on, but I'll show you the one I actually worked on. So the first thing you want to do is you want to hit you can just right click and hit duplicate layer, and you say okay. Okay, so for this one what we're going to do is we're going to hit, on a Mac it's Option and then you click the add layer mask button, and I think it's all on a PC, so you hit Option, that. As you can see, the other the mask is black. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back, click back on the photo right here, and we're going to go to filter, and we're going to go to blur, Gaussian blur, and you want to set your picture to be 20 pixels, the radius, that's what it is. And it looks kind of blurry if I zoom out, it looks pretty blurry, but this is the skin softening effect that we want, and it'll look kind of weird and fake at first, but trust me, after we do the final touches it'll look real. So it'll look, well, it'll look normal, it'll look pretty natural. So you hit okay. So obviously after we do that, my thing is still thinking. Oh, I love computers, come on. Wow. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a white brush, preferably something that is more of a softer edge. So we'll do 65 at first, but it still has a soft edge compared to a hard edge like this. Softer edge is nice, especially around the hairline and around anything that has an edge that you don't want to be softened. So 65, and then just make sure that the top color right here, this is your brush color, so this is going to be white. So we're going to zoom in, and what we're going to do, come on, oh, be sure before you start, make sure that this is selected, so the little frame thingies are surrounding the black layer. And what you're going to do is you're just going to erase parts of the skin that you want to be softened. So pretty much I'm going to do everything, and I don't know if you can see that, but already part of the skin is starting to look, come on, pretty soft. So you just do this. I'm going to do this really fast. I'm not going to really pay attention to detail, especially up here. And it's alright if you get a couple of hairs in there, because when we change the opacity, because I have it on 100% right now, obviously I don't want that for the final. I think I usually set mine to 50 or so, depending on how strong I want it to be. But for now, it's going to keep it at 100, so you can just see the dramatic difference. One of the things you want to be careful of, obviously you don't want to get the eyes. I usually just go right underneath the eye, it's a little bit smaller, and you go around the eyebrows, and I usually stop right there. Sometimes I will go in like on the top right here, and I'll show you. I usually go, I don't want to really hit that crease too much because it'll really start to look fake, but that's probably good. And same thing on this side. I just kind of go down. Obviously I'm doing this shitty. Apologize. Okay. So one of the things that's really important, especially when you get down to the nose, I usually avoid the nostrils, and this edge right here, I can go back with the black. As you can see, I just go like that. So I'll just go for it right now. But I try to avoid that, the sides of the nose, and then these lines around the mouth, because if it's blurred out too much, even when we put the shadows back in, it still looks a little bit weird. So I usually just try to avoid that. So basically you finish up, and I usually do go down to the neck and wherever the skin stops. So okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just delete this because I have a good nice layer of this one. And what you can do is if you want to see, let's say if you got everything, because sometimes with this brush you think, oh, maybe I got everything, you can go hit Command, no, I'm sorry, wrong one. You want to hit Option or Alt, and you can see this layer. It looks kind of scary, but basically what you want to do is you want to take your brush, and you can go over any areas that, I mean, you'll see you'll have some, and this is going to be kind of dramatic, but maybe if you missed a spot, you can go back in right here, and you know you want this to be softened, and just go ahead and clean it up right there. And see, like, I have a little bit right there, and right here, whatever. Okay, so then just click back like that. Okay, then the next step, what we need to do is with this, with the little black frame thing selected, we're going to hit Command and then click on the black and white, the layer mask. Okay, so it's going to outline everything. This part in here, this is what's going to be blurred. Everything is going to be left alone. So what you're going to do now is you're going to hit Command J. You're going to make a copy of that. I don't know what it is on a PC. I don't know what Command is equivalent to. I'm sorry. Okay. And if my computer will be working with me, come on. Okay, so I'll just hide these layers, and as you can see, and I'll zoom out, we have a faint image of the face, the part where we want it to be blurred, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this back in. Okay, so with this layer selected, our next step, we're going to try to bring back the shadows. Since we blurred a lot of things out, it's kind of taken away the shadows. If I just take this away, you see shadows kind of went away, so I want to bring those back in. So with this layer selected, you can go to Image, Adjustments, Desaturate. It'll look a little weird. Should look a little bit decolorized. Come on. Okay, so there you are. I have set up 50. I'll put this back up. So this is how it is at 100. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to bring the shadows back. So I'm going to go to Filter, I'm going to go to Other, and go to High Pass. And what this is going to do, this is going to help us bring back the shadows. This is what I had it at when I actually did my photograph. But if you see, if you bring it back down to 0.1 radius, you see how flat that is. And we want to have something that has a little bit more of depth to it. So I'm just going to bring it back to where it was. 84.1. It's different for every picture, so you have to play with it to the point where you can actually see, if you zoom out, you can see it better. You see, we do have those shadows back in there. So I'll click OK. Okay, next step, we have to change the layer, my mind's getting blank. We just go over here and go to Soft Light, the blending mode. That's what it is, the blending mode for that. So if you go before, you see we're adding more shadows onto there, and it's looking more natural, because this kind of, I mean, it looks okay, but this looks a lot better. Okay, so now we can either do it when we first did it, but we're going to change the opacity. I'm going to change this to 50%. And then change this one down to 50. Oh, that one's already for 50%. Okay, so if you zoom in, it's not too fake looking. It's not overly like has lots of plastic on her face, but it's overall smoothed out. Looks pretty nice. And then you can go from here, you can edit your picture and do whatever you want with it. But this just kind of gives it a nice overall softening of the skin, and it looks pretty natural too. So because sometimes, especially with SLR cameras, you pick up a lot of detail, and especially if you're doing portrait, you don't want all that face detail. And I've done, like on the nose, I've taken out blackheads and kind of minimized her pores on her cheeks. But that's basically it. But it looks pretty nice, especially when you print it out, especially if you have a nice printer. It looks fabulous. I just said fabulous. Okay, anyway, that's it, and hope you guys enjoyed. And if you guys have any questions, or if you want to see something else, please let me know. Send me a message. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.